Well, after a few days of waiting as I had to get it all set up, here is a brand new truck that Garrett worked on, as it's his 2019 version of Predator, which looks absolutely gorgeous. It looks like the same Predator paint scheme from like the mid-90s on, I believe, its most recent body too, with same rims too as well, no B-locks, and of course has Predator's logo in the back. Looks kind of, those actually look kind of like maybe the eyes that Predator had. And its updated paint scheme, and of course has Montana's flag on it, and of course has a reference on World Finals 7, as that was the last track, World Finals track that Predator drove on. 14 years now coming up since it's not going to be able to compete till next year. As up and over the fountain, got some nice air around up the fountain. Man, would be nice to see both Predator back. It's been a long time since I last seen that truck. I'm pretty sure it's still around. I think Alan's still actually competing too. Although I don't think less than Monster Jam now. Big air off that tabletop. A little bit of a slap wheelie. As Garrett also sent me this version of World Finals 7. It's been a long time since I last driven on this track. Although this track, like a lot of the World Finals tracks, probably needs some updates to it, especially this one. Like, it's kind of like cluttered. And I think there was one obstacle in particular. Like the tanker right there. It's actually supposed to be a dump truck, not a bus stack. Semi-trailer could probably use a little bit of work done. And maybe they should make multiple versions of Freestyle instead, since not all those obstacles were out there at once. Has got some nice air off the side, as he took a hard hit on two wheels. As, oh shit, here we go! Flip it over as I go into the wall. And nope, not gonna be able to save that. As now go right for that bus stack. As up and over it. I don't know. I don't know what the buses were in World Finals 7. I remember the World Finals 5 and 6 double bus stack had buses with like no hoods whatsoever. It was like flat. As right for the trailer that I think that was the camper that caught Paul Cohen when he ran out there, because the other one I think is the one that Dennis went for. Oh yeah, I just realized too, it doesn't have the boat out there that Jimmy went in his run. As up and over the bus stack, as now lines up for what's supposed to be a garbage truck, but instead it's a bus stack, some nice air off of it. And of course, if I'm correct, that's how Alan finished his run, up and over a semi-trailer. Although it sucks he did that after the score, which would have helped him too. Second gear, nice air off the side. Here we go, on one wheel, I'm gonna go over, or so I thought as I got the save. Now into the cars, up and over. As I got a little bit of a slap wheelie, but just couldn't keep it up and get it up though. Now lined up right for the fountain sideways. Nice sky wheelie. As look at that one wheel slap wheelie. Ooh, took a hard hit right there. As bouncing on two wheels. Is not gonna save it. As oh, what a save into the trip. Center's jump. Speaking of which, let's see. Could I maybe, just maybe, get a bigger jump than real life did? Oh my God, someone like Tom got some huge air off of it, remember? Yeah, that was pretty big. As the truck stalled too, got a slap wheelie, as got caught by the flatbed. Let's see, back up. I don't think I went for it yet. As turned it around to go right for the camper on the flatbed, since it wouldn't come to my head. As remember, this was the last World Finals they did that too. And it's gonna smash into the side of the bus. And matter of fact, Tony, remember, was the only one to ever hit it from the other side instead of going for the cars, because we went for it from the semi-trailer. Crooked hit. Now lines up for the fountain once again. Hits the rest of the fountain off the side, the rock pile part. Is into that truck, that camper that Dennis hit, remember. As, hey, why not? Backflip up. Well, corkscrew instead. How about that beautiful corkscrew? As, well, I did get a save, or so I thought, as I'm trying to save it. Oh, still probably counted to avoid the hack save right there. That was close as shit. As going into the center jump, as got caught. As A got the save still. That was long enough. And now to go into a second gear dawn as I'm getting close to the wall. Tapped it. Back off the wall. Oh, that's right. I didn't even see Monster Truck Throwdown's logo right there off the side. That was another thing he had on. As somehow almost jumped the entire stack completely. Land on top. Hey, stoppy. Oh, I meant to hit shift gears and I end up hit accelerate and got off it. Oh man. I could have had it going right there, that bite. But hey, can't help it. That's not my skill after all. My skill is hitting everything at full throttle. Nice air. Take a, really crooked hit on 2 wheels. As now going right for, you know what it's time for, semi-trailer sideways for a backflip. How about that? As I land in the protective area too. That was nice. As right for the dump truck, and here we go. Gonna start flipping violently. Cartwheeling, smashed into the wall. As, look at that. Keeping that wheelie going. Trying to balance it. Trying to turn too, but keeps trying to go into the wall, and it hits the wall and ruins it. It's got a sidewall a bit instead. Hey, why not? Go for it this side instead. Up and over and flipped it, saved it. How about that? A beautiful save. As going up the double sideways. The bus stack sideways. As caught by the race lane and into the bus stack and got a barrel roll. How about that? Oh my god. That's, oh, what a save. A beautiful save. That was awesome. As gonna hit the fountain sideways. Here we go. Another front flip. Held on for the save. That's on 2 wheels. As 2 wheels. Nice save. It's gonna go right back for the fountain. Go for the camper. And now, let's see if I could replicate what Jim did. Hit it too hard. That did nothing. And look at that. Predator decided to die on top of the fountain. As I can't even back. There we go. Got backed off of it. As now to go line up for the semi-trailer now. Here we go. Up and over it. As I think I'm going to park it right there. Homage to both, I think, Alan's last move he did in the World Finals ever. Of course, remember in World Finals 3 when he got stuck on the cemetery, which, by the way, they should have kept him out there as an obstacle. Oh, World Finals 3 would have been much cooler if Predator was an obstacle. As this was Predator 2019 that Garrett made. It looked absolutely beautiful. But now, time to freestyle with its theme.